Life isn't always a bed of roses, and sometimes pain can feel overwhelming, as if it's dragging you into darkness. But remember, you are stronger than you think. Just like a tree in a storm, let these hardships strengthen you, not break you. The world is full of temptations and pitfalls, but don't let the envy and pettiness of others affect you. Transform your pain into power. Turn adversity into a launching pad for growth. The Stoic philosophy of Epictetus will be your compass on this journey of self-discovery. In this video, we'll distill the wisdom of the Stoic masters, empowering you to master your emotions, face any challenge, and find true inner peace. Stay tuned until the end of the video. The valuable lessons won't disappoint. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel to join us on the next meaningful journey of exploring life philosophies. So number 1, embracing failure as a teacher. Failure, a seemingly simple word, yet it carries a weight that can make many falter or even collapse. We often fear failure, avoiding it like a haunting specter. However, in Stoic philosophy, failure is not the end, but an essential part of the path to success. Consider failure as a harsh but sincere teacher. Every stumble, every mistake is not a sign of incompetence, but an opportunity for you to learn, grow, and improve yourself. It is in the most painful moments that the most profound lessons are etched in our minds. Don't let fear hinder your progress. Face failure bravely, accepting it as an inevitable part of life. For it is only by overcoming challenges and difficulties that you can forge an unyielding will and a spirit of steel. The philosopher Epictetus once said, "It's not about how many times you fall, but how many times you get back up." Turn each failure into a stepping stone that brings you closer to your goals. Don't be afraid, don't falter. Turn failure into motivation to keep moving forward. Preparing for failure doesn't mean you expect it to happen, but that you are ready to face it when it comes. It is a preparation of the mind, knowledge, and skills so that you can stand firm in the face of all of life's storms. Remember, failure is not the end, but just a new B. Before we move on to lesson number 2, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel with notifications turned on so you won't miss any future videos. And if you love this content as much as I did, leave a comment saying, "I love wisdom." Let's learn together and improve our lives. Beginning. Number 2, remember, life is finite. In the hustle and bustle of life, we often get caught up in daily worries, distant goals, and relentless ambitions. We forget that life is finite, and death is an inevitable reality, always waiting at the end of the road. Stoic philosophy reminds us of the principle, memento mori, remember that you will die. This is not a curse or a call for pessimism, but a humane awakening. When we are aware of the finiteness of life, we will cherish each present moment more, living a meaningful and fulfilling life. Imagine, would you still want to spend your entire youth saving up for a house, a car, or other luxury items, knowing that everything will eventually turn to dust? Instead of chasing fleeting material values, focus on what truly matters: love, sharing, memorable experiences, and personal growth. Live as if each day is the last day of your life. Spend time with loved ones. Do what you are passionate about. Explore the world around you and leave your own mark on this world. Just as you always carry essential items like your phone, wallet, or keys, carry the Stoic principles in your heart. They will be your compass, guiding you through difficulties, failures, and helping you find the true meaning of life. When you accept the truth about death, you will no longer fear or avoid it. Instead, You will be grateful for every moment you are alive, appreciate what you have, and live a life without regrets. Let memento mori be your guiding principle, helping you live a full and meaningful life. Are you still with me? If so, please comment with the number 6 so I know I'm not alone on this journey. Number 3. We should listen more than we speak. In the grand tapestry of human existence, amidst the clamor of our own voices, we often lose sight of the profound value of listening. As creatures of expression, we yearn to share our thoughts and experiences, yet, in our relentless pursuit of being heard, we often overlook the deep wisdom that lies in silence and genuine listening. The renowned Stoic philosopher Epictetus recognized this imbalance and offered a simple yet profound observation. We have 2 ears and 1 mouth, so that we can listen twice as much as we speak. This seemingly straightforward statement encapsulates a fundamental principle of Stoic philosophy: the importance of active listening as a catalyst for personal growth and understanding. Nature, in its infinite wisdom, has endowed us with 2 ears for a reason. It is not a mere anatomical quirk, but a deliberate design intended to guide our behavior. Our 2 ears serve as gateways to the world, allowing us to absorb the myriad sounds and voices that surround us. They enable us to connect with others on a deeper level, to understand their perspectives, and to learn from their experiences. By listening attentively, we open ourselves to a wealth of knowledge and insights that we would otherwise miss. We gain a deeper understanding of the world around us, of the people we interact with, and of ourselves. Listening fosters empathy, allowing us to see the world through the eyes of others and broaden our own perspectives. In contrast, we have only 1 mouth, a reminder that our words should be chosen carefully and used sparingly. When we speak, we should strive to add value to the conversation, to share meaningful and relevant insights. We should resist the urge to dominate the conversation or speak merely for the sake of hearing our own voice. Epictetus cautions us against falling in love with our own voice. When we become too enamored with our own words, we risk closing ourselves off to the ideas and perspectives of others, missing valuable opportunities for learning and growth. The Stoics believed that true progress comes not from endlessly repeating our own ideas, but from actively engaging with the world around us. By listening to others, we open ourselves up to new possibilities, new ways of thinking, and new ways of being. We challenge our own assumptions and biases, expanding our understanding of the world. Listening is not a passive act. It is an active process of engagement. When we listen attentively, we're not simply absorbing information, but processing, interpreting, and integrating it into our own understanding of the world. In a world overflowing with information and stimuli, the ability to listen deeply is becoming increasingly rare. We are constantly distracted by our devices and the endless stream of media. Yet, it is in these moments of silence that we can truly connect with ourselves and others. When we take the time to listen to the world around us, we begin to notice the subtle nuances and complexities that we might otherwise miss. We hear the birds singing, the wind rustling through the leaves, and the gentle murmur of a stream. We notice the expressions on people's faces, the tone of their voice, and the unspoken messages they are conveying. Listening is not always easy. It requires patience, empathy, and a willingness to set aside our own ego. It can be challenging to listen to someone whose views we disagree with or whose experiences are different from our own. Yet, it is precisely in these moments that we have the greatest opportunity to learn and grow. When we listen with an open mind and an open heart, we create a space for dialogue and understanding. We build bridges of connection and foster mutual respect. The rewards of listening are abundant. By listening to others, we not only gain knowledge and insights, but we also build stronger relationships, become better communicators, and develop a deeper sense of empathy and compassion. Listening is a gift we can give to others, and it is also a gift we can give to ourselves. When we listen deeply, we open ourselves up to the full richness and complexity of life, becoming more fully human. Have you ever experienced moments of suffering but still managed to stay calm and silent? If so, please leave a number 5 or share your story with us. We would love to hear about your experiences and your resilience during those difficult times. Number 4. Nurture multiple dreams. Don't cling to a single hope. Fortunately, we are creatures inclined to practice diversity, meaning there's no reason to place all our hopes on a single dream, as this can be devastating if we fail at it. Thus, Epictetus encourages us to pursue multiple dreams, as this will exponentially increase our chances of success. Indeed, we can see this approach being applied in many areas of life. For instance, in business, companies diversify their portfolios to mitigate risks. In agriculture, farmers plant various crops to ensure food security. In education, students are encouraged to participate in multiple extracurricular activities for well-rounded development. However, pursuing multiple dreams doesn't mean we should spread ourselves too thin. We need to focus on the dreams that are most important to us and dedicate time and energy to them. We also need to be patient and persistent, as success doesn't come easily. Another benefit of pursuing multiple dreams is that it can help us discover our hidden potential. When we try new things, we might be surprised by what we can achieve. This can lead to new opportunities and career paths that we never considered before. Moreover, pursuing multiple dreams can also help us develop resilience. When we encounter setbacks, we can learn from our mistakes and move forward. We can also find strength and support from others who are pursuing similar dreams. Number 5. Don't let others' comments affect your life. Don't let the comments and attitudes of others control your life. Imagine your life as a unique journey, like an adventurous hike through a beautiful forest. On this path, you encounter people with their own opinions and attitudes, like different signs or directions in that forest. Some signs can be helpful, pointing you to shortcuts or scenic spots you wouldn't want to miss. Others might offer misleading advice, leading you astray or causing you to miss out on valuable experiences. And some signs might be completely useless, simply noise that distracts you from your own journey. It's important to remember that you are the only one who can decide which path you want to take. You can listen to the opinions of others, but ultimately, you have to make the decision yourself. Don't let negative comments or unsupportive attitudes from others steer you away from your goals. Instead, focus on what's important to you. Listen to your heart and follow your intuition. Trust yourself and your abilities. And never give up on your dreams, no matter what anyone else says. Remember, your life is yours. You have control over it. So don't let the comments and attitudes of others control your life. Explore this beautiful forest on your own and create your own journey. Number 6, live fully in the present. Don't let your mind wander to distant lands of the past or future, but anchor it firmly in this precious moment. For the present is all we truly have. The past is gone, like a river flowing ceaselessly, carrying with it joys, sorrows, successes, and failures. It remains only as faint imprints in our memory, unchangeable and beyond repair. Dwelling on the past, regretting what is lost, or tormenting ourselves over past mistakes only burdens and darkens our souls. Learn to accept the past as an inevitable part of life, extract valuable lessons, and move on. The future is obscure, like a thick fog obscuring our vision. It holds uncertainties, challenges, and opportunities that we cannot foresee. Excessive worry about the future, fearing what has not yet happened, only leads to stress, anxiety, and a loss of joy in life. Instead of worrying, prepare as best as you can for what is to come, trust in your abilities, and embrace everything with equanimity. Only the present truly exists, a precious gift that life bestows upon us. Each passing moment is unique and irretrievable, so cherish every second, savor the good things around you, and live fully with what you have. Focus on what you can control, which are your thoughts, words, and actions in the present. Work diligently, pursue your passions, and dedicate yourself to the goals you have set. Don't let worries, anxieties, or regrets affect your focus and efforts. Slow down, observe, and feel the world around you with all your senses. Savor the flavors of your meals, listen to the birds singing, admire the blooming flowers, or feel the cool breeze on your skin. Cherish the relationships around you. Spend time with family, friends, and loved ones. Remember, happiness is not a destination, but a journey. Don't wait for a perfect future or dwell on a glorious past, but seek joy and meaning in every present moment. Live fully in the present, and you will find life more beautiful and worth living than ever before. Let the teachings of the Stoic philosopher Marcus Aurelius illuminate your mind. Live as if you were to die tomorrow. Learn as if you were to live forever. Live fully in the present, for it is the only way to create a bright future and have no regrets about the past. So number 7. Embrace impermanence. Fellow traveler on the Stoic path, let us contemplate the endless flow of time, where everything flows, nothing stands still, as Heraclitus taught. Joy, sorrow, success, failure, all are fleeting guests in this finite life. Marcus Aurelius, the philosopher-emperor, reminded us that time is a river of passing events, and strong is its current. When we realize that everything changes, we no longer cling to fleeting illusions, nor fear loss or failure. Instead, we cherish each breath, each present moment, and appreciate what we have. As Epictetus said, "Don't seek for things to happen as you wish, but wish for things to happen as they do, and you will have a tranquil life." Embracing impermanence doesn't mean giving up or surrendering to fate. On the contrary, it motivates us to live a proactive and meaningful life. Knowing that everything can change, we no longer procrastinate or hesitate, but act immediately to achieve what we desire, as Seneca advised. Live each day as if it were your last. Impermanence is also the fire that drives us to continuously learn, grow, and improve ourselves. Knowing that nothing lasts forever, we will never stop exploring new horizons, experiencing new things, and not fearing failure. For as Epictetus said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." Life is impermanent, but it is this very impermanence that makes it precious and valuable. Learn to embrace impermanence, to live a full, meaningful, and regret-free life. As Marcus Aurelius concluded, look to the essence of things, especially to the things you fear or desire, and see them for what they are. Number 8. Your reactions shape your destiny. In the journey of life, everyone faces unexpected difficulties, challenges, and events. Some people succumb to adversity, drowning in despair and blaming fate. But there are also those who rise up strong, turning adversity into opportunities for growth and development. The difference lies in how we react to what happens to us. The Stoic philosopher Epictetus once said, "We cannot choose what happens to us, but we can choose how we react to it." This teaching reminds us that even when life throws us unwanted situations, we always have the power to choose how we face them. Imagine life as a game of cards. We cannot control the cards we are dealt, but we can choose how to play those cards. A good player will know how to make the most of the cards they have, turning bad cards into opportunities to win. Similarly, in life, we cannot avoid difficulties and challenges, but we can choose how to deal with them. We can choose to complain, blame circumstances, or we can choose to accept, learn, and find solutions. Divorce, job loss, illness, accidents, these are misfortunes that can happen to anyone, but how we react to these misfortunes will determine our lives from then on. Some people choose to wallow in suffering and despair, while others choose to rise up, overcome difficulties, and seek new happiness. Accepting the impermanence of life, understanding that everything can change, is one of the important principles of Stoic philosophy. When we accept impermanence, we will no longer cling to fleeting things, no longer fear loss or failure. Instead, we will cherish every present moment, live each day to the fullest, and constantly strive to achieve our goals. Remember, your reactions are the pen that writes the story of your life. By choosing positive reactions, you will create a meaningful, happy, and fulfilling life. Number 9, ignore those who hate you. On the path of life, it's inevitable to encounter people with negative attitudes or hurtful words. However, instead of letting those things affect your mood in life, learn to ignore and overcome them. You deserve happiness and peace more than allowing unworthy individuals to occupy your thoughts and time. Life is like a beautiful garden where you are a vibrant flower. In that garden, it's impossible to avoid pests and weeds that can harm or hinder your growth. However, if you constantly focus on those destructive elements, you'll miss the opportunity to enjoy the sunshine, fresh air, and other good things the garden offers. Instead, focus on personal growth, bloom, and spread your fragrance. Similarly in life, those who hate, criticize, or treat you unfairly are like pests and weeds in the garden. They are merely small, weak individuals trying to hurt you to satisfy their own insecurities and envy. Don't let their words and actions hurt you or affect your confidence. Remember, you are a beautiful flower, you have value, and you deserve to be loved. History has shown that successful people are often those who know how to overcome criticism and hatred. Nelson Mandela, after 27 years of imprisonment for fighting against apartheid in South Africa, became one of the world's greatest leaders. Steve Jobs, after being fired from the very company he founded, returned and made Apple one of the most successful companies in the world. To ignore those who hate you, focus on yourself, spend time on things you love, develop your talents, and pursue your passions. When you are happy and successful, the criticism of others will no longer matter. Additionally, building a support network of people who love and support you is also crucial. They will be a source of encouragement and mental strength to help you overcome difficulties. Finally, learn to forgive those who have hurt you. Forgiveness doesn't mean you agree with their actions, but it's about freeing yourself from negative emotions and continuing to live a positive life. Remember, you cannot control what others say or do, but you can control how you react to them. Don't let criticism and hatred affect your life. Ignore them and focus on the good things. So number 10, don't worry about what is beyond your control. Fellow traveler on the Stoic path, let us contemplate principle number 10, one of the gems of this philosophy. Don't worry about what is beyond your control. This is a profound reminder of human limitations and the importance of focusing on what truly belongs to us. Marcus Aurelius, the philosopher emperor, once wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." Indeed, we're the masters of our thoughts, opinions, and perspectives. We can choose how we perceive the world, how we evaluate things around us, and how we react to events. However, we cannot control everything, especially external events, things that happen beyond our will. You may yearn for success, strive to achieve your goals, but you cannot guarantee that you will always succeed. You may desire a good reputation, but you cannot control the rumors or judgments others make about you. You may wish for a prosperous life, but you cannot control market fluctuations or business risks. So why should we worry and fret over things we cannot control? Epictetus, one of the most renowned Stoic philosophers, once said, "People are not disturbed by things, but by the views they take of them." In other words, it is not external events that cause us suffering, but rather our perception and judgment of them. When we worry about things beyond our control, we are wasting our precious time and energy. Instead of focusing on what we can do, we let our minds get caught up in negative and useless thoughts. This not only makes us tired and stressed, but also hinders us from achieving important goals in life. So what should we do? According to Stoic philosophy, we should focus on what we can control, which are our thoughts, words, and actions. We should cultivate good values, train ourselves to become stronger and more resilient. We should learn to accept things that cannot be changed and find joy in the little things. Remember, life does not always go as we wish. There will be times when we face difficulties, challenges, and failures. But if we know how to accept the impermanence of life, let go of what is beyond our control, and focus on what we can do, we will find true peace and happiness. Live a meaningful life, a life you can be proud of. Don't let worries and frustrations about things beyond your control overshadow the light of life. Number 11. Exalt Simplicity. In the modern world filled with material temptations and ostentation, we are easily caught up in the whirlwind of endless desires. However, the Stoic philosopher Epictetus pointed out a different path, a path leading to true happiness through simplicity and gratitude. According to Epictetus, true joy does not come from possessing luxurious things, expensive items, or fleeting fame. Instead, happiness is found in ordinary moments, simple things that we often overlook in our busy lives. It could be waking up to the chirping of birds, the warm sunlight filtering through the leaves, the innocent smile of a child, or simply the feeling of peace while sitting with a cup of hot tea and reading a favorite book. Epictetus believed that happiness lies not in what we have, but in how we appreciate what we have. He encouraged us to focus on the present, live fully in each moment, and be grateful for the little things around us. When we are grateful for the simple things, our souls become serene, light, and filled with joy. Not just stopping at enjoying the present moments, Epictetus also emphasized the importance of living simply. He argued that when we are no longer bound by material desires, we will have more time and energy to focus on spiritual values, personal development, and building meaningful relationships with those around us. Epictetus's teachings are not merely advice, but a profound philosophy of life, helping us escape the vortex of consumerism and find true happiness in simplicity. When we appreciate what we have, are grateful for the little things, and live a simple life, we will find lasting peace and happiness independent of external factors. Try to slow down, observe, and feel the world around you with all your senses. Let your soul settle. Let your heart be moved by the beauty of nature, of love, and of simple things. You will realize that happiness is not far away, but right within your own soul. Number 12. Don't gamble your happiness in the hands of others. In the pursuit of happiness, we often make the mistake of placing our trust in external things, in the people around us, in fleeting material possessions. We hope that others will bring us joy, fulfillment, and meaning in life. However, the Stoic philosopher Epictetus pointed out a profound truth. True happiness lies within ourselves, not in the hands of others. When we gamble our happiness on others, we're giving them the power to control our emotions and mental state. We become dependent on their approval, attention, and affection. If they are happy, we are happy. If they are sad, we are sad. We live in a state of instability, constantly fearing the loss of their love and care. Epictetus warned us about the danger of placing our happiness in the hands of others. He argued that by doing so, we are turning ourselves into slaves to their emotions and opinions. We are no longer masters of our own lives, but become puppets controlled by those around us. So how can we hold the key to our own happiness? According to Epictetus, the answer lies in focusing on personal values and principles and finding joy from within. Instead of seeking happiness from the outside, look within yourself. Discover the values and principles you cherish, the things that bring you meaning and purpose in life. Take time to nurture your soul, develop your intellect, and cultivate your morals. When you have a solid foundation of values and principles, you will no longer be swayed by external fluctuations. Seek joy from the small and simple things in life. It could be a peaceful morning, a cup of hot tea, a good book, or simply the feeling of peace when you are alone. When you appreciate the present moments, you will find happiness right in your own life. Remember, happiness is not a destination, but a journey. It is a state of mind that we can achieve through self-discipline and personal growth. When we focus on our personal values and principles, find joy from within, and do not let others control our emotions, we will be able to live an independent, free, and happy life. Don't let others decide your happiness. Hold the key to your own happiness and live life your own way. So number 13, let go of desires to find peace. We yearn for wealth, fame, status, and recognition from society. However, the Stoic philosopher Epictetus pointed out that these desires and expectations are binding us, causing us to lose our true freedom and happiness. According to Epictetus, true freedom is not about being able to do whatever we want, but the ability to not be dominated by external desires and expectations. When we place too many expectations on material possessions, fame, or recognition from others, we become dependent on them. We will feel insecure, anxious, and disappointed when we don't achieve what we desire. To achieve true freedom, Epictetus advises us to learn to reduce unnecessary desires and expectations. Instead of chasing after fleeting things, focus on our core values such as honesty, courage, wisdom, and compassion. Seek joy and satisfaction from simple things like a delicious meal, an interesting conversation, or a relaxing afternoon with family and friends. When we are content and satisfied with what we have, we will no longer be caught up in the cycle of comparison and competition. We will no longer feel pressured to pursue things that are not truly important to us. Instead, we will have more time and energy to focus on personal growth, pursue our passions, and live a meaningful life. simplicity and contentment also help us face difficulties and challenges in life calmly and strongly. When no longer bound by desires and expectations, we will have a peaceful mind and a steadfast will. We will no longer fear loss or failure, but see them as opportunities to learn and grow. Remember, happiness does not lie in having many things, but in appreciating and being satisfied with what we already have. Learn to let go of unnecessary desires, focus on core values, and live a simple life. That is the path to true freedom and lasting happiness. As Epictetus once said, "Wealth consists not in having great possessions, but in having few wants." Let this saying be your guiding principle in the pursuit of happiness. Number 14. Practicing mindful living. Mindfulness, according to the teachings of Epictetus, is the ability to focus completely on the present moment, clearly perceiving what is happening in the mind, body, and environment without judgment or attachment. When we live mindfully, we're no longer caught up in worries about the past or expectations for the future. Instead, we learn to enjoy and appreciate each present moment, no matter how small or ordinary it may be. Practicing mindfulness helps us observe the world around us objectively and without judgment. We realize that everything is constantly changing, nothing is permanent, and every event has its cause and effect. This awareness helps us reduce stress, anxiety, and pressure in life, thereby finding peace and serenity in our hearts. By paying attention to each breath, each step, and each small action, we gradually develop the ability to self-reflect and control our emotions. We learn to recognize negative emotions like anger, sadness, and worry, and find ways to transform them into positive emotions such as peace, love, and happiness. Living mindfully not only improves our mental health, but also helps us build better relationships with those around us. When we know how to listen and understand others, we can easily create connections and empathy, thereby building sustainable and meaningful relationships. Moreover, mindfulness helps us develop wisdom and clarity. When our minds are no longer distracted by negative thoughts and emotions, we can concentrate better, make wiser decisions, and solve problems more effectively. In summary, practicing mindful living is an effective way to find peace and happiness in our daily lives. By applying the teachings of Epictetus, we can overcome difficulties and challenges and enjoy the beautiful things life has to offer. Number 15. Learning to forgive. Learning to forgive is a challenging but essential journey to find peace and liberation for the soul. Forgiveness, not only for others but also for ourselves, is how we open our hearts to let go of negative emotions such as anger, resentment, or guilt. These emotions, if held on to, become shackles that bind the mind, preventing us from escaping the past and moving towards the future. When we forgive, we do not deny or forget the hurts that have happened. Instead, we accept them as a part of life, as valuable lessons for growth and development. Forgiveness does not mean condoning wrongful actions, but rather releasing negative emotions to allow the soul to heal. Like a bird trapped in a cage. When we forgive, we open the cage door to let the bird fly freely in the vast sky. We liberate ourselves from mental burdens, negative thoughts, and painful emotions. We allow ourselves to step out of the darkness of the past and move towards a brighter future. The journey of forgiveness is not always easy, but it is a worthwhile one. When we learn to forgive, we will find true peace and happiness within our souls. We will be able to live a more fulfilling, meaningful, and love-filled life. Number 16. Embrace imperfection. Fellow traveler on the Stoic path, gaze into the mirror that reflects your own being. Do you see the cracks, the imperfections? Do not turn away or seek to conceal them. Embrace them, for they are an integral part of human nature. No one is born perfect. Each of us carries within ourselves strengths and weaknesses, virtues and flaws. It is natural and nothing to be ashamed of. Striving for perfection is merely an illusion, a futile pursuit. When we accept our own imperfections, we liberate ourselves from excessive pressure and expectations. We no longer feel insecure or ashamed of our mistakes or shortcomings. Instead, we learn to love and appreciate ourselves with all that we are. Embracing imperfection also allows us to have a more tolerant view of those around us. We will no longer demand perfection from them, but will accept them with all their strengths and weaknesses. This will help us build more sincere and lasting relationships. Remember, imperfection is not a weakness, but a part of the diversity and richness of life. When we embrace imperfection, we open our hearts to receive the good things that life brings. We will live a life that is freer, more comfortable, and happier. As Seneca once said, "We are not gods, but men, and men cannot avoid making mistakes." Let us accept the imperfections of ourselves and others to live a fuller and more meaningful life. Number 17. Setting personal boundaries. In the journey of life, establishing and protecting personal boundaries is a crucial factor in building a healthy and happy life. Personal boundaries are the limits you set for yourself, defining what you accept and do not accept in various relationships and situations. Knowing your limits is the first step in establishing personal boundaries. Ask yourself, what makes me feel comfortable? What makes me feel violated or disrespected? Once you understand your limits, it becomes easier to make decisions and protect yourself. Not being afraid to say no is an important skill in protecting personal boundaries. Sometimes we fear displeasing others or being judged when refusing a request. However, saying no tactfully and respectfully is a way to show respect for yourself and your values. Establishing personal boundaries not only helps you protect yourself from those who intend to take advantage of or hurt you, but also helps you build healthier and more sustainable relationships. When you know your limits and are not afraid to say no, you will attract people who respect and appreciate you. Remember, setting personal boundaries is not selfish or isolating yourself. It is a way to show self-love and self-respect while building positive and healthy relationships with those around you. Don't be afraid to speak up to protect yourself and your values. Number 18. Pursue your passion. Pursuing your passion is not merely a hobby, it's a journey of self-discovery, a way to recharge your energy and add meaning to life. When you dedicate time to activities you love, you not only experience joy, but also create a mental shield that protects you from negative external influences. Passion is like a fire burning brightly within your soul, illuminating hidden corners and dispelling the darkness of boredom and fatigue. When you immerse yourself in the world of your passion, you forget the worries and anxieties of life, leaving only focus and pure joy. This passion becomes a powerful driving force, helping you overcome all difficulties and challenges, propelling you forward. Moreover, pursuing your passion helps you uncover your hidden potential. When you delve into areas you love, you have the opportunity to learn, experience, and develop new skills. You'll realize you can achieve things you never thought possible before. Furthermore, passion brings you invaluable spiritual values. When you succeed in pursuing your passion, you'll feel proud, accomplished, and have more confidence in yourself. You'll gain further motivation to continue striving and achieve even greater success in life. Therefore, don't hesitate to spend time on activities you love. Let passion be your guide, leading you to new horizons, uncovering hidden potentials, and experiencing the most wonderful things life has to offer. And there you have it, the profound wisdom of Epictetus, reminding us that our power lies in our reactions, not in the events themselves. By embracing this Stoic principle, we can cultivate resilience, find inner peace, and ultimately live a life of true freedom. Remember, the next time life throws you a curveball, act as if nothing bothers you. It's not just a saying, it's a way of life. A life that empowers you to rise above adversity and become the master of your own fate. This Stoic approach doesn't mean suppressing emotions or pretending that difficulties don't exist. Instead, it's about acknowledging them, understanding their transient nature, and choosing how we respond. It's about recognizing that external events may be beyond our control, but our inner world, our thoughts and emotions, are ours to command. By internalizing this wisdom, we can transform our relationship with the world around us. We become less reactive, more mindful, and more capable of navigating life's challenges with grace and equanimity. We discover that true strength lies not in avoiding adversity, but in facing it head-on with a calm and collected mind. Thank you for joining me on this journey through Stoic philosophy. If you found this video valuable, please like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more empowering content. Share this video with anyone who might benefit from this wisdom. Remember, the power to live a fulfilling life lies within you. Until next time, stay stoic, my friends.